Hold your tongue, old man!
I knew someone from the school would help. No one else could. Please, my boy Nijo is trying to fight them down on the beach, but we need someone skilled.
I can hear fighting to the east. We have to push the...
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
Look out!
What are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this! Impressive. Clearly, I have been too dismissive in my search. This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it! I have seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later.
You! Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success. It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready. Do not be so quick to thank me. My influence caused this attack. You were not meant to see this yet, but now there is no choice. I will explain the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students, and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
We fought well against those bandits, but I had no idea Master Li could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily. This is so confusing. Master Li said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. So much is worrying me. I was worried enough when we were expecting bandits. Now it seems there are dangers we don't even know about. Master Li called that sorcerer an assassin. Assassins don't attack at random. They have very specific prey. I don't want anything to happen to this home. I've never belonged anywhere else. Would it be strange of me to say I don't know? I have very little memory of my home before coming here, even though I was 3 years old when I arrived. I remember moving around a lot, never staying anywhere for long, and for some reason, the robes of that sorcerer looked familiar to me. I don't know why. I'm sure it's nothing, just the memories of childhood playing tricks. With glimpses of the spirit realm invading my thoughts, I could have seen them anywhere. I can't can't remember specific incidents, but I am used to being shunned. People are not very welcoming of those who appear to not let the dead lay peacefully. Master Li said I was brought to him by a concerned ally who received me from yet another person. That person wanted me safe, but he said he couldn't ensure it himself. Master Li doesn't know who that guardian was, or what I needed protection from. He promised to look into it, but he's not had time. Your training has taken precedence. My abilities are just a curiosity. You are the center of attention here. I prefer it this way. I can just be. There you go again with your playful words. I never know when you're serious or what my reaction should be. Thanks for this talk. The events on the beach worried me, but you always improve my mood. Let's get back to what you need to do. Well, we've already visited Gu Jin, who used to be a guard in the west, they say. Old Ming always has a story, and he's usually by the statue on the beach. Merchant Fen Do is in the village square. He's been expecting new goods any day now, for weeks. Oh, for training or learning the philosophy behind martial combat, go see Smiling Mountain. He is behind the ring, near the student quarters. He's always amusing. I don't want to think about it too much. Manipulating qi has not come as naturally to me as it has to you. The things I do are different. I can see spirit shapes and hear the odd whisper. Master Li was surprised, but he has not had time to look into it further. Your training is his primary interest. Hopefully I'll find my skills useful for more than just keeping me up at night. Could we go on to something else? Then we should return to Master Li so he can talk to you about this attack.
Nakapir sari awaf, van sier surufus I sinosaurus usuno. Taui ir koana ir sunir ipoki. Nikasuri ir kwana no kuni ugnawata ir niknipier. Ikir niktine piru, wo iferek uk sun puno. Nikasuri ir kwana no kuni ugnawata ir niknipier. Osensu kokopir fuku. Wo anania ifewir uk sonoruk noka uk snapir. Ikir niktine piru, wo iferek uk sun puno. Uk sasa sarano fuk no, rek ni uk ni akawanir rapani. Wo sun puno no, yapapap nasia wir saye uth. Wo anania Sa ir yagoak, kokonato sir ipanoneniku. Kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir, isana yuyo. Wuno wir na no pa irsu, isana yuyo. Kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Wosoki po ir ukar soiro. Kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir, isana yuyo. Nikasuri ir kwana no kuni ugnawata ir niknipier. Wo anania ifewir uk sonoruk noka uk snapir. Yukut ni kunk uno sa ir son kud noka uk yorir. Nikasuri ir kwana no kuni ugnawata ir niknipier. Ikir niktine piru, wo iferek uk sun puno. Sa ir yagoak, kokonato sir ipanoneniku. Niato no napadi irovir, kuni uk nawata ir. Niato no napadi irovir. Kuni uk nawata ir. Tasir sir tintu. Funye wo siye wo tahufu. Wo sun pununok. Yapapap nasia wir saye uth. Kunir puk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Isana yuyo. Irkana. Unikasuri kwana no kasa iruru. Yukut ni kunk uno sa son kudnoka ukyorir. Kunir puk nos. Yukut ni kunk uno sa son kudnoka ukyorir. Wo sun pununok. Yapapap nasia wir sa uth. Ikirnik tine piru. Wo iferek uk sun puno. Tawi kawana sunir ipoki.
You flatter, sir. I am sorry not every student has earned such respect.
Tikotro tuaso.
I'm so glad you and Master Lee arrived when you did. My father ran to the school gate to find students to help. Did he make it? That is a great relief. We tried our best, but without you and Master Lee, we would have died. Thank you. Hopefully Master Lee can shed some light on what led to this. A sorcerer in our little village? What is wrong with the world?
Oh, you! You're a friend of Dawnstar, right? I'm looking for her. Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while. I saw him again last night, and I remembered what you said. I wasn't as afraid.
I'm glad, Mrs. Zhang.
He seemed peaceful, if a bit lost. But I know it's not your fault now. I'm sorry for disturbing you and for what I said before.
Remember Zhang Jin, her son? He drowned last year after the mooring she tied let go. A sad accident. I saw his spirit and told her. She thought I was calling up ghosts. Some spirits return because of trauma, to rectify something that disturbed them in life or death. They are very focused. When the pain is gone, they find rest. At least they are supposed to. Jin's spirit told his mother the accident wasn't her fault. Now he wanders unconnected to this world and unable to pass to the next. Troubled spirits can be set to rest for a time, but unless the greater problem is corrected, it seems all dead are destined to wander until they go mad. I'm sorry. This has been difficult. I don't want to think about how it affects specific people. I'm still not sure I should have told Mrs. Zhang about her child. I don't know. People just want to be left alone with their grief. I guess blame is easier to understand than chance. Come on, we should go see if the students are all right. Master Lee will be waiting.
It's a good thing we have Master Lee here. Don't forget his senior student. They say he's the one who dealt with many of the bandits.
Quite a bit of excitement. Yes, bandits can be tricky opponents. Of course, that didn't stop Gao the Lesser from beating a few of them senseless. That boy enjoys causing pain. You won't tell anyone about what happened, will you? I couldn't leave my post, you know. I can't keep watch over the students if I'm dead. Right. And I will, while I'm still alive. What do you need? Farewell.
Good job with those ruffians. Those bandits weren't gentle with this town. I'm going to help out with some of the repairs. I'm just glad you two got a chance to try those weapons out for real. Looks like they handled themselves well, just like you two. You're right.
Wait, which one do you mean? Surely not that arrogant gal boy.
Oh, heavens, no. No, he's the tall one with those rippling muscles and that long tail in his hair. Hard to miss, that's for sure. You were so brave to fight those bandits. Master Li has trained you well.
Those bandits will think twice before threatening a town protected by the likes of Master Li. They were fools to even come here. The only shame is that their ship sunk. Think what we could have done with their plunder. Well, that's another opportunity lost. In this town, it's vital for a businessman to keep tabs on anyone with 2 coins to rub together. Things haven't been this slow since the long drought. That master of yours keeps things ludicrously stable while merchants thrive on strife. During the long drought, prices rocketed into the sky like fireworks. I can't say that. He's a wise man who sees to the heart of things. If I were to complain about anything, it's how few students he attracts. A skilled master could bring a lot of people into this town, but he is very selective about who comes. That's his business, I'm sure, but it affects my business as well. I get by. I suppose I shouldn't wish for strife, lest it come knocking on my door. Besides, the bandits didn't do as much to bring people to the store as I hoped, so maybe stability is underrated. Happily, we don't need to waste time on my gripes when there's silver to be spent. I have nothing at the moment. I can't keep my stock up. People are scared to travel, which prevents goods from getting here. I must apologize. I do what I can, but the ghosts and bandits limit travel. They viciously force many caravans to turn back. To hear some of the caravan masters talk, there are problems of this type all over the Empire. I will be sure to let you know as soon as anything comes to town. Do come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down. Always happy to help.
Hey, boys, look who it is.
Is that the one gal the Lesser's always going on about?
I think so. I say we teach a little lesson about staying in your place when great men like Gao are around. We're twice the men you are, drunk or sober. Teach this whelp a lesson in manners.